and welcome. We are back at Heathrow Airport and we are on our way, of all places, to Toronto, Canada. Yes, indeed. Now, what we're supposed to be doing is going to Canada back via New York to hunt down the Legoland New York park, as one of the planes you can see there comes landing. But, issue, the park's closed. It's not actually open, so I can't say that with a straight face. I've tried to do it a couple of times. It's just not working. So we'll do it in one take. So I've come up with a different plan. This is going to be a very, very weird bit. I don't even know if this is going to be used, but in today's upload, what we're going to do is we're going to get from here to the hotel, basically. So we're going to go from Heathrow car park, nice and simple, through the airport, get on the plane, do all that sort of normal stuff, and then get in on the other side, check out the airport the other side, get into the accommodation, and then just see what it's like. And then I will explain to you exactly what will be going on at the end of the video, and then hopefully by that point I've got a plan of attack of things to come together. So I'm currently in the T2 T3 long stay car park. So the process is from here to the bus to the airport to their airport, then from there I've got to try and get back to the hotel. That's going to be the interesting bit, because I haven't got a clue. So all of this is now going to be a voiceover. I do some little bits on my phone, and then we'll just basically explore this together, and then I can explain if it was nice and easy or an absolute nightmare on the voiceover. So stick around, because it's I think it might be quite interesting, this one. Interesting is the word. Right, you've got to keep up, and so do I. We have got two different airports that we're going to visit. We've got a little hotel and a look around a major capital city, all in under 11 minutes. So we go from the truck to the bus terminal. This is nice and simple. So you can see bus stop 2. There is a little bit of shelter that you can stand in, all lovely and splendid if it's raining. You then get on a bus, which is a free transportation that runs up to every 15 minutes, so 4 times an hour. Couldn't film on the bus because it was full. It was standing room only. It takes you to here. You can see in the background that is Terminal 2. Now you go through that bit, you then go to the bag drop. You can then drop your bag off, then you go through security. Those are the 2 bits that I couldn't film, and then you end up in here. This is the centre of Terminal 2. So there's plenty of different bits and pieces to do, but there is no main Lego store. But you do have this little bit of Lego here in Hamleys, but that is all you had to pick from if you were a Lego fan. Now I just randomly found this little bit down in almost like the basement of Terminal 2. This is where you go flying to Edinburgh and Dublin and places like that. So that is a teeny tiny little part of the airport. So Terminal 3 I think has a lot more going for it, but Terminal 2 is easy enough to get around. Now you've got this huge airplane here going over to Singapore Airlines. That's all nice and simple. But this one here, well, it was my plane and it's a lot smaller, but it was full and the DVD selection was amazing. So it was a nice simple flight. I can't believe how quickly we got there. Now the reason why I'm now in an empty elevator, because apparently this holds 42 people. I would be lucky if you could get 10 people with bags in there, so I think that's a little bit ambitious, but it is what it is. Now, just to sort of spread the video out a little bit, I'm on my way to the gate at the moment, I think, but I've got still got time to kill, so we are just going to have a look at some people randomly driving around. You can see just how much of a hive of activity Terminal 2 is, and it's the same at all the other terminals as well. On the way through, I had a look at the new GoPro 12, which looks exactly the same to me as the 11 and 10, apart from the megapixels and things like that. But I will upgrade maybe one day and see what the new 4K features or even 5K features are like. Right now we have gone through, dropped ticket off, so that's that bit just there, and now we're on the plane. Now listen to how quiet this is. Very good selection of DVDs and very good selection of films, and I watched lots of new bits and pieces. So there was lots to pick from, and I was spoilt for choice. And then on the way back, because it was in a different month, there's even newer ones. We are now in a different country. So we are now in Canada. All these different bits and pieces that you're seeing now, we can see there on the right-hand side. On the way back, you could not move. It was rammed, and this bit to the left hand side wasn't even open. So this is where you'll get your bag. That's all nice and simple. To get through security, it took like 2 minutes. I could not believe how fast it went through. Now, where I was going to get into the center, there is a train, which is what I'm stood on now. How you get from that sign to this point is all going to be in a completely separate video coming the other way. So if you do need to see how you use the go or up transportation, I have done that separately, because each one of those videos are about 20 minutes to half an hour long. Now this is the view from the hotel in the capital of Toronto. Looks amazing. It looks really nice at night as well. So we've got a little bit of footage now of just walking around very, very quickly at night, just to see some little bits and pieces of all the little bits and bobs that are going on. You can see all the construction work that's going on at the bottom, but it did look beautiful lit up at night. So we've got a little bit of a look at the hotel room to come, but there we go, that's what I mean. It doesn't look like it's the same place lit up at night, so I think it's very, very pretty. It was a sort of a nice thing to soak in and have a look at. And then the next clip, where are we going to now? So this is the hotel room, so I'm going to have a quick look around the hotel room. So this is just a one night sort of going between the two locations. You can see a couple of different beds, got the laptop up there doing some editing work, and then wrapping it around, you've got a nice basic shower with, I think it's a shower and bath combo on that one, because it got to this quite late by the time obviously checked in and everything and had to wander around and come back again. So I was doing this at probably 11, half 11 at night, maybe something stupid like that. It was getting on a bit anyway, but you can see worked perfectly. It's a great location actually, so it's really easy to get to, and it's right in the heart. So if you are coming to Toronto for whatever reason, there's plenty of different hotel options for you, and they are as simple as just using that transportation that I use to get here, which I have filmed. So hunt it down in the playlist. More than likely it's going to be in the travel / how to get around playlist, and it'll just be in there somewhere, so just keep your eyes peeled for that. Still in the hotel, it'll be either in the morning, in the evening. It's all, like I said, it's all been thrown together, but the hotel was huge. So you can loop it around, and then out of a different window, you get a completely different view of all sorts of different buildings. But it just goes on and on and on. There's corridors everywhere. You could easily get lost in this thing. There's loads of elevators as well. The reception lobby was beautiful. I don't think, actually, I got a photo of that, which is a little bit stupid. So it was a very, very nice lobby at the bottom. It did look very, very effective. Nice area to check in. And it was just very, very clean and tidy downstairs. It's one of those things when you first walk into, you go, yep, this is going to be a really nice sleep. And it was. Now, this is a different bit, a different view, different window, massive, massive building. So again, you can just wander around here and just soak it all in if you wanted to, or you can get out about into the hustle and bustle and just see exactly what is going on. But it does look, I think, very effective. Now, again, this is what that looks like lit up at night. Just something slightly different with a slightly different view. Now, it is on a balcony, so that door does open if you want it to, or you can have it closed. So it is very, very effective, I think. What else is very effective is seeing it from street view as well. So having a quick wander around in the evening, which is almost like a layover really before moving on to the next bit. Really nice just to soak it all in. It's now a core memory. I think this is the first sort of major city that I've ever been to walking around lit up at night. I didn't do anything like this in Dubai or anything. That is going to be what is going to happen next time I go over there, so I won't just be stuck in the resort. So I will do my best to sort of come out and do some more sort of city tours. I think it looks better at night than it does during the day, but during the day I think it still looks very, very effective as well. And then as you're about to see, the size of the buildings are absolutely massive. Now what is about to come after this, we go back in to the airport. So we've just used the up transportation. That up transportation will be in its own separate video of how you buy the ticket and everything like that. But the bit that we're about to walk back now is the bit that I missed walking to this bit at the start of the video. That's why it's done kind of both ways. It was just so busy. So as we come down and start walking through, we haven't got long left, we've got like a minute and a half left. That is your up bit. And then as we spin it around, you can then you just basically keep walking a straight line and you just follow the signs. It's super easy. But like I said, how you buy the ticket, where you purchase it from, and all the Google Maps and all that kind of thing will be uploaded in a much more greater detail. There's plenty of lifts about if you don't want to be stupid like me. So if you've got a pushchair and things, you'll be absolutely fine. Now we are still coming from that train. We're still not through security or the bag drop. We are about to get to our bag drop now. Now this bit was chaos. It took ages. I can't believe how long it took me to get from there to where I am now. And then as I come round and we got a long walk in a straight line, as I start walking down some stairs, the actual side of this airport is tiny, so there's nothing to see. And the main 6 flights are all delayed. So all the huge flights are delayed, so there's nowhere to sit. Everybody's getting ratty. It was just an absolute mess. But again, it is what it is. There's delays all the time. I'm not too sure if it was just due to really bad weather on the time that I was there for, because I think all the flights were relatively close together, and a lot of them were coming out from London Gatwick, and one of them was delayed by about 3.5 hours as well, which is never fun. So luckily I wasn't on that one. But you can see that you've got some little bits and pieces in the back, and they're your planes. I think what we're about to do in a second is actually have a look at all the ones that are delayed. We're still walking, by the way, still trying to get to the actual terminal, That is all the bits. Everything at the top, loads of it delayed. So top left-hand corner, there's 7 or 8 all delayed. Some of them are for hours and hours. Now, so I just took some random photos of some little bits of clothing. And then that's basically it. So that is an anticlimax if you've ever seen one. So as I walk down the stairs right now, that was it. I was like, right, camera off. I just needed to find somewhere to crawl and hide because it was just chaos. But guys, that is it. That's a simple thing. You've got lots of different bits and pieces to look forward to, lots of Lego shops and everything like that to hunt down in that playlist. But if you can like this video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You lot take care and I'll take you to the next one. Ta-da.